What is the symbolism in Talk to Me? What is the symbolism in Talk to Me? This suspenseful horror film is rich with meaning, particularly around themes of grief, denial, and unresolved trauma. The film uses supernatural elements to illustrate how unprocessed emotions can consume a person. The main character, Mia, faces the death of her mother, and her struggle to express her feelings leads her down a dark path. This journey is symbolized by the spirits that possess her and others. One of the most striking symbols is the embalmed hand. This object is used during possession parties and represents both an escape from pain and a dangerous temptation. It acts like a drug, showing how people sometimes seek unhealthy ways to avoid confronting their emotional wounds. The hand's ability to summon spirits reflects how grief can feel invasive and overwhelming, taking control of one's life. The spirits themselves symbolize the internal torment caused by suppressed emotions. They can imitate loved ones, especially Mia's mother, which shows how grief can distort memories. This manipulation makes it hard to separate reality from pain-induced illusions. The possession represents how trauma can hijack a person's choices, leading to self-harm or harm to others. Another key moment is the kangaroo scene. The dying kangaroo serves as a metaphor for Mia's fate. Like the kangaroo, Mia suffers from her grief and guilt, ultimately meeting a tragic end. This scene foreshadows her inability to make clear decisions due to her emotional struggles and highlights her use of the hand as a way to escape instead of facing her pain. The title Talk to Me carries multiple meanings. It is a literal request to communicate with the dead but also a plea for emotional connection. This points to the human need to confront grief openly rather than suppress it. Mia's failure to talk about her feelings traps her in a cycle of denial and possession. Lastly, the film presents a nihilistic view of the afterlife. And like many horror films that show a clear moral order, Talk to Me depicts a bleak reality where souls are trapped by spirits without hope of salvation. This reflects the broader theme that unresolved trauma can lead to eternal psychological imprisonment rather than peace. Overall, Talk to Me uses horror elements to symbolize the psychological struggle with grief and emotional repression. It warns that avoiding difficult emotions can lead to self-destruction and that true healing requires facing pain directly. The suspense and terror in the film are deeply tied to these themes, making the horror not just about ghosts but about the human mind's battle with loss and denial.